Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa and I'm so happy that you're here. If you saw my Disney look of the week, which was Rapunzel, I look really similar because I'm recording it on the same day, same shirt. I'm just gonna go for it. Forgot to put my microphone on, so we're gonna do that. I don't even know if it really makes a difference, but I guess that just told me right there. So today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm not actually going to play with makeup today, and it might be a little bit of a shorter video. I am going to re-evaluate my makeup of the month. So I'm going to go through the palettes that I used in February. I have all of my makeup upstairs in my guest bathroom where I do my makeup every day for work. I do plan on taking you guys up there with me one day to really, this piece of hair is going, we're just gonna tuck it. We're gonna tuck it. It's gonna happen. Okay, there we go. I plan to take you up there with me one day and go through my morning routine in the lighting that I use every day, not this studio lighting that I need to replace anyway. So if you're interested in seeing the makeup that I used every day last month and what I'm planned to use every day in March, definitely keep on watching. Alrighty. So if you did not watch the video from Saturday, that I hope I got up on Saturday, we'll find out. I haven't edited it yet and it is Saturday, so we'll see. I am a little under the weather right now. I'm getting over a sinus infection, so I definitely sound sick and my nose is a little red. So we're gonna ignore all of that. But we're gonna go through the palettes that I used in March. I am going to start with this one because it's on top of the pile. This is the Morphe 9J palette. I got it for Valentine's Day and it is stunning. I love this palette. I do feel like I needed to pair it with something, so I will always have a neutral palette upstairs. I have a couple here that I used, but I got a lot of use out of this palette this month and I loved it. I definitely recommend it. I love the Tiny Palettes by Morphe, and this one's just so stunning. So that's definitely one that I used. I don't know where I'm gonna put all of this because I have this tiny little table here. Alrighty, so this is the Tarte X Whitney Simmons palette. It's a really nice neutral palette. I love it for every day. It is a little boring for me personally. That's better right there. You can see the gross mess that is my table. It's really nice for every day. Gotta go, gotta do my makeup really fast. But for the non-makeup makeup girl, this is definitely one that I would recommend for that. I should have left this one for last. Oh, I'm obsessed. Okay, so this is the Natasha Denona Love palette. It is so stunning. This is my very first like high-end makeup brand purchase. This was a $65 palette. Yeah, but it's worth every penny. The only thing, and I said it in my review, which is the very first YouTube channel that I ever uploaded, so I will link that below as well. I just wish it had like a light brown. I wish it had a taupe. I wish it had something for transition, because when you use this palette and this palette alone, it's like really red and pink. And sometimes I kind of want to highlight the pink with a brown. So, but this palette, this shade right here is Lifetime. And it definitely got a lot of use on my eyes. It makes for a beautiful rose gold look. Transparent is also super pretty for the lid. So my go-to look is a darker color on the outside, shimmer on the lid, line, lash, go. Yeah, that's my go-to look. Alrighty, so this palette I didn't get a lot of use out of. It's the Warrior palette by Juvia's Place. As much as I love Juvia's Place, I love the pan size. I mean, hello, look at that pan size. These palettes usually are about $20, so they're really affordable, and I love these colors. It's another palette I need to pair it with something. So I feel like there's not a ton of mattes that are good for my skin tone. You have like a dark brown here. You have a almost like a yellowy brown. I don't think that makes sense, but I just needed something a little bit more transition wise again for this palette to pair it with, because these shimmers, holy Toledo. Like, look at this one. So stunning, so beautiful. I love them, but I definitely feel like I needed to pair it. So this month I tried to find palettes that I don't need to pair with, so I can really say I use this palette and this palette alone. I had never tried Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. Now, these videos are gonna make me realize how much freaking eyeshadow I have, and it's not gonna stop until this palette. Now, this is the Modern Renaissance palette. I know she does not get as much love, I feel like, in the beauty community because she's older and she has been around the block a time or two. But I took this palette to Japan when my husband and I went to Japan last year, and it is the only palette I needed. And that's what I love about ABH. I feel like their palettes, and I'm replacing this with a different ABH palette. I feel like their palettes have a wonderful, beautiful color story. I don't feel like I have to talk slower because I have asthma. And this sinus infection's kicking my tuchus. I feel like I don't need to pair it with anything, which is so exciting. And I love like the shimmers in this palette. These two right here, I'm gonna hit pan on because I use them so much and they're just so beautiful. That's my story. And last but not least, the OG Jaclyn Hill X Morphe palette. Now, I don't know, I didn't feel myself grabbing for this too much. I didn't feel myself enjoying the way that my eye looked after, and like at the end of the day, I feel like this really faded on my eyes, and it surprised me. I'm not one to use a ton of eye primer. I did just start to try this e.l.f. Putty eye primer, so I'll definitely keep you in the loop on how that turns out. But I didn't find myself reaching for this, which is shocking because it's a neutral palette. So I would reach for this for a transition shade, for that brown that I needed, but then that was it. And I still felt like that faded really fast, which makes me sad. So that is what I used the month of February. So now we're gonna get into what I'm gonna use for March, and I'm like so excited. These palettes have me so excited for March. I'm so excited. So we're gonna start with this one. I'm going to be adding all of these palettes upstairs in my bathroom for my day-to-day makeup. I received this palette. It's a Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette. I received it in an Ipsy box. I believe you can tell I love everything and anything about this shade right here. I also apply shimmers with my finger and not a brush, so it gets a little rough, but I love the shade. So this is a really pretty palette that I'm excited to play with. I received this palette from my mother-in-law on Christmas, and I haven't given it its love yet. I got both the Anna and Elsa palette by ColourPop. And I feel like this is going to give me wonderful, beautiful looks for work. I tend to keep it a little bit lighter for work, but when I want to amp it up, this is going to really give me that. And I'm just really excited to give it the love that it needs for a palette because I love ColourPop. I'm going to put this one aside. We're going to do that one last because I just bought it today. Oh, my Lanta. So oops, the brush is still there. You heard me talk about the Modern Renaissance palette. It was my very first Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and I love those two shades. I've had my eye on the Soft Glam palette forever. I finally got it, and honestly, this shade alone right here is, I don't know if it's going to show up in a swatch really. Oh yeah, is why I wanted this palette. It is a beautiful dusty rose, and it's actually called Dusty Rose, but it goes so beautiful with this rose pink on top. It's just so stunning. It's not doing it justice with that shimmer, but the two of them just go so well together, and I just love this palette so much. So I'm really excited. I actually used this eyeshadow palette when I interviewed for my current role at my company that I work for. So I feel like it's like a little lucky palette. All right. I used this palette once when I got it in, and I haven't used it since, and I'm so sad about it. So this is the ColourPop Bare Necessities palette. I feel like this is just, I'm going to get a lot of use out of this. The names are kind of interesting. I said that in my review. I just get really awkward. Like, I use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I feel weird saying that on camera. I'm just not, it's just, I don't know, I get awkward. I'm like weird about it. So the shade names are a little odd for me here. There's Silk Teddy, Crack On, which that just makes me laugh. That doesn't make me awkward. But Dutch Process. What the heck? Okay, I need to try that one. That one's really cool. I don't know. I just find the ColourPop's names to be interesting, but I'm definitely excited to try this palette out for a really nice neutral look. Again, I work in an office. I sit in a cubicle all day, so I'm not going for like super, super glam, but so you'll see March, I'm kind of sticking to more neutral shades until I pull out this bad boy here. But yeah, I'm really pumped about that Bare Necessities palette and what I feel like I can do with it. I have to add this because when I was doing, what Disney look was I doing that I was, Queen of Hearts, I think I used this, and I just fell in love with these shades, and I feel like it, like Sugarcane and Cake Mix here, these top two colors, they're just beautiful. Candy Floss, like there's so many versatile looks I feel like I could do for every day and for work. So I'm excited to add a Jeffree Star palette to my daily makeup routine. And last but not least, I think I'm gonna film a video reviewing this palette with my whole new setup, camera, everything. So that may very well be my next video you see after this one. But I had to get this. Like, I went back and forth and I went back and forth and I went back and forth, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get it. It is what it is. I needed to go to Ulta today anyway, because I swear by the Too Faced Born This Way face powder. I use it every day. It's like a powder foundation, and I needed another one. So we just went Too Faced happy, and this is the Neutral Nudes palette. And holy Toledo, it is stunning. I want to use this in a look tomorrow. I might play with it and film whether or not I have my setup, because I love it's kind of like the Tati Beauty palette, where you have a matte and then you have another texture in the same shade. So they look to be all shimmers or metallics. This one looks to be a little foiled here. But it's like a seamless look. So I'm so excited. I'm actually going to keep this at my station to try for you in a review tomorrow. I have dinner with my family tomorrow, so I'm going to use this to get ready, and then I'm going to bring it all upstairs. So that's it. This is kind of a different video. Let me know in the comments if you like this type of video. Definitely subscribe to my channel, ring the bell for notifications, and give this video a big thumbs up. Again, I do Disney videos every week. At least once a week, I do a look based off of a Disney character. Oftentimes, you'll hear my dogs running, jumping, barking upstairs. You did not hear that today. I'm actually really surprised. But for the most part, I'm kind of playing around with what different kind of video ideas that I want on my channel. So if this is something that you like and you want me to do moving forward, leave me a comment below that you want to see what I'm using on a daily basis and not just on the big Disney videos. So definitely let me know. I will see you on the next video, and thanks for watching. Bye.